Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, my name is Shaylee, and every Friday I do a series here on this channel called Shades of Shaylee. In last week's episode, I gave you guys some just really easy, simple makeup tips. Things that will help you get started if you're a newbie in makeup. So if you missed that episode, you can click the cards up here. It's also in the description box below. But I told you guys in the last episode that I was gonna go deeper into eyeshadow because that is my favorite part of makeup. Eyeshadow and lipstick are my favorites. Since the holidays are coming up, I wanna show you guys how to create an eye look that's going to look fabulous with your red lipstick. Today I'm gonna be using this red lipstick on my lips. I don't know what brand it is because it's faded. I believe it is ColourPop though, and this color season 10. If they still have this color, I'll be sure to link it. I'll find something similar for you guys if they don't have this color. Finding a red lip can be a little bit tricky, so that might be a video that you wanna see from me either next week or maybe the week after. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. The tricky part is with red lipstick, you have to be very careful of what you do to your eyes because you just don't want to look like a clown, if I can just say it honestly. If you have too many colors going on up here and you have this happening, it can be really overwhelming sometimes and look a little bit crazy. So this is going to be a very simple eye makeup look, but I'm gonna give you guys my tips and tricks with my own eyes, and I'm going to share an eyeliner tip that some of my friends have thanked me for. So keep watching, stay tuned. The three colors that you're going to need is a light taupe color or like a tan color, something that's a little bit similar to your skin. Your second color is going to be a darker shade of the first. So if you did like a light taupe, you want to go more into a reddish brown or like a light brown. The last shade that you're going to want for this tutorial is a dark brown. This shade has to be darker than all of the rest. You guys are about to watch me do it step by step. Today, I'm going to be using the Dream Street ColourPop palette. ColourPop's palettes are very, very inexpensive. I believe they're like $10 to $20. So they're basically like drugstore prices. And this one, as you can see, has all of the colors and the three colors that I mentioned. So I'm gonna start off with one of these two colors. This is gonna be my second color, and this is gonna be my last color. Get ya a blending eyeshadow brush similar to this one. This is my favorite brush. I use it every single day. This is actually also ColourPop, so I'll be sure that everything is linked down below for you guys. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take that light color and you're gonna put it all over your lids. So I'm going in with this color. It's called Shooting Star. Put some on the brush. Kind of tap it out before you put it on your eyes so that you don't get product all over your face. It's like barely showing up on camera. You can kind of see it, it's very light. It's weird because it looks brown in the palette, but then when it's actually on my face on camera, it looks more red. But like I said, it doesn't really matter what shade it is, as long as it's in like the red to brown to pink category. I really feel like those colors really make a red lippy stand out. Really, that first shade, that base shade that you put on, it doesn't need to be perfect because you're going to be putting eyeshadow on top of it as you go. The next step is to take that second darkest color that I told you about. So in my case, it's going to be this color right here called Potion. And I'm actually going to switch brushes with this one. I'm gonna use this brush, which has like the blending side on it, but then this side is more of like the angled look. This will help me get into my crease a little bit easier. If I use that blending brush, it's really just going to be too much color and I'm not able to be as precise with it. Once again, be sure you don't get too much product because it'll drop down. And if you get eyeshadow down here, that is no biggie because you can always go back in with like concealer and cover that up again if you would like. I just don't want to have to do that, so I try to just make sure I tap the product off on my palette like this before I put it on my eyes. I just put it on one side of the brush. I'm gonna use my mirror for this while I'm on camera. So is this gonna focus? Okay. So you're gonna start at the crease at the end of your eye. See where I've kind of made that spot? That's kind of your mark. You're now going to just trace along where your actual eye crease is. Do not go all the way to the front of the eye. You want to stop right about right here. My lens is trying to not stay focused on me, so I apologize for that. You just kind of move it back and forth, get that product really good in the crease. It's all right if it looks dark. And if you're not used to wearing eyeshadow, it's going to feel so weird having this much product on your face. You're gonna be like, I look crazy. Don't fret. Hang in with me, okay? And then just go along your crease like this. What we're going to do is we're gonna take our blending brush, which for me, I'm just flipping my brush around, and you're going to blend the color very softly, very gently, in circular motions. Just to kind of blend it in there. Make it look a little less crazy. Okay, and then this side. Now, something I like to do just to add a little bit more dimension, if you will, to my eyes is I'm gonna go back in with that medium shade color on my blending brush, and I'm just gonna put a little bit in the corners here, just on the end of my eye. Just like that. Other side. And they're ready for the next step. Take the blending side of your brush once more, and now we're gonna go in with that darkest color. For me, the color is called Elfish, and it's this brown, rich brown color. You want it to be rich, you want it to be dark. That's the whole point. So you're gonna go in right where you had your crease. You're gonna go just lightly above it, lightly above the crease. And you're kind of just gonna do the same thing that you did before, but try to keep it just from the outside to the middle of your eye. Don't move it any more towards the front of your eye. Just this other half of your eye. Okay. And then you're gonna bring it in a little bit like this. And I might actually have to clean this eye up. I think I went a little too high on that one, but let's do the other side and then I'll decide what I want to do with that. So I love this side much more. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this side a little bit more and just make it less harsh if I can. It's a little blending. I think that already looks better. I'm gonna do one more step on my eyelids, and this part is totally optional. I love a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glitter. I like to find a shadow that has glitter in it. And in this Dream Street palette, we have this really pretty color called Sweet Dreams. It's like this shimmery, kind of like a yellowish pink color, kind of like a rose gold. I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on the end of it, just like this. I'm almost out of concealer, so. Now you're gonna focus on the inward part of your eye, okay? So you're gonna start right here toward the corner of your eye. Do you see what I'm doing with this concealer? And you're gonna move it to about right here, right about the middle. You're gonna follow your crease line. And you're gonna kind of connect right here. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we can go back in and blend if we need to. But just make sure you have enough product, but not too much. Like, don't go crazy with the concealer. Just make sure you have enough product to be able to place here. So take my finger, I'm gonna rub it into the shadow. Get a lot on my finger. And then I'm just going to dab it right on top of where I just put that concealer. You can use a brush for this, but I feel like I can get more product on my eye if I just dab it in. And I feel like it's more precise that way as well. I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush. And I'm gonna take that, that middle shade. This potion shade. So that second shade that I told you guys to use, I'm gonna go back in with that. And instead of just making like a stark line right here, we're just gonna kind of like blend it a little nicer. So it's like not as harsh of a line. When it comes to putting shimmery eyeshadows on your lids, the concealer helps because it keeps it in place, because oftentimes those sparkly shadows will just fall off your face throughout the day. Priming your eyes is also a big help, but I don't typically prime my eyes. I just put a primer on my face and I skip that all together. And I've just realized that the color really pops much more with the concealer on the eyes. We're gonna do the bottom, and this is super simple. We're gonna take this side of the brush again, the part that is a little bit more angled. I'm going to take that lightest shade, that very first shade that we used, putting a little tiny bit on my brush, and I'm gonna come down and I'm just going to lightly brush it across all the way to like right here in the middle. Do the same for the other side. And then I'm gonna take that dark brown color and I'm just gonna put it right here at the end of the eye. Just right in the corner. I do feel like there's a lot more product on here than I like, so I'm just gonna go back in with this concealer. Just a tad, just to clean it up a tad. All right, so here's my eyeliner tip that my friends have told me has changed their eyeliner game. In the 90s and early 2000s, we were taught to line our eyes from here to here and here to here, right? That was like the trend. The thing is though, is it makes your eyes very small. And I already have pretty small eyes. I have almond shaped eyes. So when I smile, they get smaller and they're squinty. So I realized this trick worked for me really well. And so far everybody that I've told about this really likes it too. I have this brown eyeliner pencil. You're just gonna take it to the middle of your eye and out. Okay, simple enough. Then you're gonna take it to the bottom and you're gonna take it from the outside to the middle. And that is it. Don't take it all the way in. Let's go in with mascara now. I just really lightly put mascara on the bottom, nothing crazy. Okay, so now that we are done with the eyes, we're gonna go in with the last and final step, our bold red lippy. The browns, the pinks, the reds, the golds, the silvers really pop with a red lippy. I like to use liquid matte lipstick because it stays long term, and I can also use my brush to line my lips. Now, if you're not used to doing this, make sure you just go slow, go very slow. Remember, you guys, concealer is your friend. If you make any mistakes on your eyeshadow or your lips, concealer is your friend. So keep it on hand. I always carry my concealer with me and my lipstick in my purse, just in case I have an oopsie moment where I mess up my lips, because it's super easy to do, especially with the method I just showed you guys. If I had a lip pencil for every lipstick I owned, I would be broke. So I only own maybe 2 lip pencils and I hardly ever use them. I mostly just line my lips exactly how I showed you guys. Always use matte lipsticks. As you can tell, my lips are already dry. And watch this. Nothing.
A good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this video. I would love to help you out. I am no professional, but I love doing this to myself and I love being able to teach you guys, because makeup is so much fun and it shouldn't be stressful. It should just be a creative art. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, do you wear red lips? And if not, why not? Do you just prefer the more casual, natural look, or are you like a bold lip person? What do you gravitate toward? Let me know what we should talk about next week in Shades of Shaylee. You can just let me know in the comments as well. We'll see you next Friday for another episode, and then we'll see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.
Oh, you know you're beautiful, you know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know? You know you're beautiful, you know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs